Good morning and good evening, my friends. The first thing is I would like to tell you about our short story concerning the life of stars in the world. Yeah, today we're gonna talk about the stars of the world in East Africa and Central Africa. Yeah, there is something to understand about the livings in Africa. People, we are going to live, and we know how the life is, and how about the life it's gonna be. But the life, it comes to happen now. The times of music in Africa is gonna be happening in this world, and you know about this life. Life is like a bird. When you don't catch it, it's going away. So that way it's going to be understood that the life of now, where you go try to compare yourself to be effort in making things, in making everything that you want. You know, the life like this, I'm going to understand to tell you in a brief. Began on 2020 when it began. So the rap means in East Africa as the one started this one, so with the Mr. Two, and Mr. Two tried to began and influence all those guys, just like you can say Mr. J, Master J. I'm gonna say, when I say Master J, I mean Professor J in East Africa. When we have that kind of rappers, we know the kinds of rappers we know, just like there. It happened to be like there in another story. It comes to be another story of this guy. It's called a Madi. There is Madi in otherwise there is Mr. Chamber. This guy is trying to be making all the raps in East Africa. And then there is something to understand. This is the short story about the music of East Africa and the development of the raps. Those guys, they are going to do the development, and even on us, we're going to be influenced about this one way, how we're going to live and how we can organize ourselves in order to make something over, in order to produce something, in order to make ourselves our effort, and to conclude another thing after that, and we're going to do in participating, some of a good amount are going to show that we know. But in the next time, if I'm going to think of mine, there is another style of the rappers like Diamonds that comes to appear in 2000, 28, they run. Diamond started on the Jerusalem. The actions started on one music, his song only. Tatizo kwetu Mbagara, hapa nyumba mbili jalala. Tatizo kwetu Mbagara, ona machungu siwezi. Yeah, it's like that, but if you can know about that, you can know about Diamond. Diamond is the first rapper now in East Africa this time. Already I want to tell you this short story about the music, but let me tell you and going ahead about this story. In the next time, you're going to know which one is going to be now the productions of a development in raps and music in Africa, in East Africa. But other way, it's going to be happened from those guys that started before Diamond, just like Al Kiba, and others guys just like Mr. Blue. Those are different guys I will tell you now, but let me show you by the way it's gonna be happen to myself and my understanding. I love this music in East Africa, and I love seeing raps, and we're gonna talk about the music of choir in East Africa, and we're gonna talk about all the different development and youth action centers that are going to be happening, and do the youth actions, and even kinds of what do we say if you can see you know what you can say about the life of Africa in music and development, um, that we're gonna talk today and ever. Let me try to remind you something about like that, and we're gonna see what something like that. I'm reminding you in order to make your heart becoming in Africa is need. You have to be in Africa's need. Now you have to live and remembering Africa. Put your African mind or so try to be happy. So right. Thanks a lot, man.